we have to understand too that women can be female but not feminine. I just thought I want to throw in. I don't know if you quite understood. It may take you a little later tonight, but women can be. I see many females, but not many feminine. And there's in our society, the rappers have misogynistic things to say, especially about a strong woman. My mama was a strong woman. My grandmama was a strong woman. My great-grandmother was even stronger than the two of them. And so being assertive does not necessarily rob a woman of being elegant and supportive and even submissive. Now, we don't like that word submissive, but as a friend of mine said, just being able and willing to deal with the situations as they come, and we men have to earn the respect. We don't just get it automatically. We can't gangster it. We can't loud talk it. So here I see a woman who is elegant, who, as she walks, her feet really don't necessarily hit the ground, and I mean that in a lovely way, but at the same time very sensitive, and we need those sorts of messages.
It was impressed upon her to bring consolement to America, in fact to all nationalities, through her wonderful creative poems that God gave to her, about an average of 30 poems per month. After the spring forth of her talents within, it took her to another level and another plateau. The world began to grasp the message of consolement through her. Queen Kanelechi has appeared on several TV shows, such as Hollaback TV show, as well as Straight Talk. She's also one of the first women of Africa to have written a national anthem for the continent of Africa. And by this spree, it launched her 3 more awards from the most prestigious award in America, the Peabody Award. This is an embarking now to take on the mission to change the world of which she comes from, building houses to replace huts, developing remote areas of Africa into modernistic suburbs.
Yes, in a way it is, because there are some things that I have learned. I'm glad to be here, yes. Okay. In that way, there are some things I have learned that I believe I can transplant, let me borrow your word, transplant back to Africa. Yes.
Well, see, I just feel that it should be the other way around, from America to Africa.
Absolutely.
For those who want to do it, who want to travel. See, I claim both. This is my country. I want to be in America, but Africa is also my continent. I may want to be on the continent, so I'll be where I want to be with no trepidation. I don't have any reservations. I don't see one as better than the other one, but Africa is just my roots. My forefathers are from Africa, so Queen, I would not feel proud to leave my forefathers and come to America, just like I would not feel proud to leave America and go to Africa at this point, because my immediate forefathers are here.
Absolutely.
Buried
absolutely.
here.
Absolutely. You are absolutely right. About 2 weeks ago, actually about a month ago, we have a show in Issue Around the World that I was urging the Black Americans. I was telling them that Africa is waiting for them to come home and get all those natural resources that God has blessed them with. Because people down there, yes, they know they have natural resources, but they are misusing it. And to me, I believe those natural resources is waiting for people, Black America from here, that has been transported from Africa to here. It's still waiting for them to come back and refine. But bring it to beauty.
See, you can
bring
see
it
that
to alive.
You can see that You can feel that, and you know how truly smart the African American man is and woman is. You feel it. You experience it on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
But the African doesn't see that. The average African doesn't see that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, in the Cameroon, not the Cameroon, in Cameroon? No. In Ghana.
Ghana.
I did an interview with a bunch of school kids and high schoolers, some college, I guess. And I was saying, would you like to see the American black come back home and build Africa in the same manner in which he built America? Okay. And they say, most say, yeah, but we would like to see all Americans come here to build Africa. Why do you confine it to black Americans?
Yes. You know why? I will answer that, having lived my life over there and come over here. It was when I came to United States, actually, that I began to learn a lot about the history of black Americans. Because down there, in the movies, in the television, all they portray is USA is white country. So how dare you go back over there and tell them that, you know, black America, they will think people like me who has left Africa to come back here that you are talking about. So, but first of all, you have to re-educate them. It's just like the notion that all Africans has tail. Remember?
Yeah.
When the television was portraying that.
Right.
That's the same way they portray over there. Okay, and nobody talks about black black Americans, the history, what they went through over there. They don't that much. So to begin, you have to re-educate them, to tell them that these people was transported from that place to this place. You don't know who is your blood relation and who is.
But even with that, I find in most African countries that I traveled, they see you as just another white American.
Yes.
Wow.
True.
Yes.
You're as black as they are. Have the same resonance in your voice.
Yes.
But they don't see that. They don't hear that. They just see you as another white American with black skin. Now, is that an oxymoron or what?
That's one of them.
That's one of them.
Okay.
For people here in America, for people here in Africa, people who came from Africa, for them to know that no matter where you come, no matter where you were born, just know who you are, be focused, and know where God is taking you. For your destiny is your destiny. I was born during the war, okay, but we survived the war. My mom died.
Nigerian war.
Exactly, different war. My mom died when I was little, but we survived it. And I still know that God has a bigger plan for me. And people don't know that. People give up one time. So I'm hoping that this will inspire both the African and people from America, especially black Americans. And most of the time they don't know how things work over there and how things work over here. What am I saying? I believe that people here are well blessed. They are really blessed because over there in Africa, in some places, all they are looking for is somebody who can give them a pencil and a paper for them to be able to go to school, and nobody is there to give it to them.
Wow.
But to me over here, they are blessed because that can be supplied. I know, and I have experienced
That's taken
it.
for granted here.
Exactly. I know, and I have experienced it, that sometimes people are around, but little things like electricity, water, they take it for granted here. But they don't have it over there. Even the bed that you sleep, there are people who are born in Africa somewhere who has never seen a bed. So what am I saying? This will be an informative as well as inspiring as well as educating for the whole
Winnie
world.
Mandela told us in South Africa, they had a bed, but they slept on the floor behind a brick wall, a heavy brick wall, for years while Nelson was in the prison. Because the guards or the police would come and shoot down into their house every night. They knew where the bed was, so they would shoot in that bedroom where the bed was. So they couldn't sleep in the bed. They had to sleep in a room on the floor and get down as low as possible. But sometimes those bullets may penetrate that wall.
Wow. Yeah, but those things are being taken for granted over here. So hopefully, I'm not saying, because everybody, God has already created you on where you will be born. Just because people are suffering in Africa does not mean people here should suffer. But don't take everything for granted. Utilize it well to the best of your ability to make the best out of who you are, because within us, and if you don't utilize it, and if you don't know your destiny or your purpose in life, it might be gone. Light of Jesus, which goes like this: the light in us will always shine through. It will always reflect our good nature from God. The light in you will always shine in whatever plan you embark on. The light in Jesus will always dominate the darkest places in the whole world. We should be drawn to Almighty that shone through our life. For the light we have in us is meant to change the life of others. We have the light in us, but we have to live it out so as to shine out to the world. There are a lot of darkest places and darkness life in this world, but you have to shine out through that darkest places. For everyone has to strive to bring light where there is darkness, to bring light where there is doubt, to bring light where it is needed. The light of Jesus.